What's good, guys? Welcome to day one of the 30 days online group coaching program. My name is Johnson with Concise Fat Loss, and I'm going to be your online coach for the next 30 days, pushing, motivating and guiding you towards burning fat, losing weight and possibly toning up from different parts of the body. Now today is day one, we are in week one, and everything we are going to be doing this week is level one, especially on the workout session. Daily we are going to work out. I'll give you a tip for the day, and also the rest happens in the Facebook group because it's a community, so we are meant to support each other. Today we are going to be doing level one workouts, and the workout for today is a cardio. It's going to be a 20 seconds interval workout followed by 10 seconds rest for a workout duration of 4 minutes. But we are going to be adding warm-up exercises at the beginning, which is 1 minute 30 seconds, and also at the end we'll add another 1 minute 30 seconds for cool down and stretch. So without wasting any of your time, let's get along with the workouts. Welcome to the day one exercise of the program. This is going to be the most challenging day for you, especially if you are not used to exercising. So we are going to be starting with the boxer shuffle. This is week one, level one, and we are working on a progressive overload, meaning that this week one to you is going to be most challenging, but it's going to be the easiest. From week two, we increase the intensity of everything when we are already fit for the second week. So the boxer shuffle, after the boxer shuffle, we'll be switching over to the second warm-up exercise, which is the jog in place. These warm-up exercises are there to help your heart rate gradually rise before the main exercise is proper, to prevent exertion headaches and other health issues. So in a few more seconds, we are going to be switching over to the third warm-up exercise. The butt kickers. It's just all about raising your leg a little bit higher than it was in the jog in place. So we'll have a few more seconds. So grab your drink of water if you need to, guys. We are preparing for the warm-up proper. The warm-up is a 20 seconds interval exercise followed by 10 seconds rest for a workout duration of 4 minutes. So get down to the position of the first exercise. The first exercise is the modified push-up climber. You do a push-up and then you come up and do mountain climber. So it's a modified kind of push-up and mountain climber joined together. We're doing it for 20 seconds. We'll have less than 5 seconds. Now you take your rest. 10 seconds rest. And then we'll repeat the workout again. Modified push-up climber. Hope you are enjoying this exercise. Take your rest. We'll be switching over to the second exercise. Skate sliders. You must not jump doing this. Make sure you move your body the way you can carry. up your body the way you can carry yourself. This is day one exercise, so it's going to be more challenging. Take your rest. From day two, from the second week, we must have acclimatized ourselves to this workout, so we get better along the way. Take your rest. Now we'll be switching over to the third exercise for the day, and this is the prisoner squat. Lock your hand behind your head like a prisoner and then you squat. This one targets the inner thigh, the hip, the leg, the lower back, the lower abdomen. Take your rest. We are going to be doing it the second time. Let's go. You are doing great, guys. Hope you're enjoying the workout. Take your rest. Now we are going to be switching over to the last workout. This is the jumping jacks elbow to knee. You do a jumping jacks, you do elbow to knee, making sure you are alternating your elbow with the alternating feet. Touch the elbow and the feet. Now let's do the second round. You are doing great, guys. Yeah. Take your rest. We are switching over to the cool down and stretches, guys. So for our cool down and stretch, we'll start with the boxer shuffle. We do it for 30 seconds. And then we switch to the second cool down and stretch. And then the third cool down and stretch. Now we are doing the lateral step rows. Finally, we are doing the torso circles. This is the last cool down and stretch exercise, guys. You did great for a day one. With time, you get used to some of these things. With time, it becomes fun. With time, you learn how not to do without exercise. So that's it, guys, for today. You did well today's exercise. Welcome back from the workout, guys. How was it? I know somehow it will be challenging for some of you. And here's a little disclaimer. By tomorrow morning, you are going to be feeling pains here and there in your body. I don't know which parts of your body anyway, but make sure not to take any painkiller, because this exercise was obtained by stretching some parts of the body that have been dormant for a while. By day 2 and day 3, this pain will subside by itself. So make sure not to take any form of painkiller and allow it to subside. And also make sure to show up tomorrow in the workout. So the tip for today, we are going to be setting a SMART goal for this program. You know, a lot of people have, we all have relationship goals, academic goals, business goals, we even have family goals. But have you ever thought about weight loss goals? It's necessary. Now let me give you an illustration using two ladies. Let's call one Lady A and Lady B. Lady A weighs 90 kg while Lady B weighs 110 kg. Now Lady B, the one weighing higher, being smart enough, she decided to set a SMART goal for herself, saying, okay, I want to lose 10 kg at the end of 4 weeks. Now she divides this 10 by 4, and what she gets is 2.5 kg. That means her goal now is measurable to losing 2.5 kg every single week. So that when she does this for 4 weeks, 10 kg must have been gone. And while doing this, every week, even if she is discouraged by anything, but men climbing the scale, she sees that 2.5 kg is gone for the week. That means she's doing well. Meanwhile, Lady A just says, I want to lose weight, I want to burn fat, I want to lose belly fat, but there is nothing to calculate what's going on. Meanwhile, Lady B has a goal and she's following an action plan, while Lady A has no goal whatsoever. She just wants to do the program and there is no action plan to follow. So today I want to encourage you to be like Lady B, don't be like Auntie A. And how to go about this is setting a SMART goal. Your goals have to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Now automatically the time has been set. This program is for 30 days, so the time has been set. So today I want you to be specific on how much kg you want to let go, and you are going to be sharing with all of us in the community, that is in the Facebook group. You understand? Remember, your goal has to be specific, it has to be realistic. Don't say you want to lose like 50 kg in 30 days. It's not realistic. So want something that is realistic. So that's it for the setting of goals. Today I want you to make sure you eat healthy. Forget about the junks. We'll talk about that one probably tomorrow. And then also I hope you got yourself the M3 smartwatch I recommended for you. It's available on Konga. The price, I think the price there is something like 2,500 naira. There are more expensive options actually, but I just chose the M3, which is cheaper and also can achieve the same result. So today being day 1, week 1, I want you to track your steps, and the challenge for today is to make sure you attain 5,000 steps today. You can remove your normal watch and just wear this one, or you wear both of them, it doesn't matter, and then track your steps for the day. And at the end of the day, we are going to be sharing screenshots of how many steps we took in the group. Make sure you take part. This is a community program, please. So today, make sure you eat healthy. I believe you've done the workout. Follow the diet plan. If you have any question, feel free to leave it in the group so that we all in the group support each other and give you specific answers, because I might give you answers that work for me. Meanwhile, someone has answers to your question that might be better option for you. So that's it, guys. See you tomorrow. Make sure you show up. Let the pain not discourage you. See you tomorrow, guys. Welcome to day 2 of the 30 days online group coaching program. Today, how was your night yesterday? I hope you slept well actually. So today we are going to be doing a level 1 cardio exercise, which is going to be 20 seconds interval followed by 10 seconds rest for a workout duration of 4 minutes. But before the workout, we'll do a 1 minute 30 seconds warm-up exercise, and then at the end we'll do a 1 minute 30 seconds cool down and stretch. And after that, we get to the tip of the day. So guys, let's move over to the workout. Okay guys, this is day 2, level 1, week 1, and we are on a progressive overload. For this week, we are concentrating more on cardios, and also we are going to be doing warm-up exercises to start before we head over to the main workout. So we are starting with the boxer shuffle as usual, to juggle the body, shake up the entire organs, and then most importantly, prevent exertion headache and get the heart rate gradually up. And in a few seconds time, we are going to be switching over to the second warm-up exercise, which is the butt kickers. You raise your heels up and up to be a bit closer to your butt, and you repeat the process for 30 seconds. We have less than 10 seconds to go. Now finally, the skipping calf jumps. This targets the calf more than any other part, but it's a general body warm-up exercise. Now grab your drinking water, sip a little thing, and get ready for the main workout proper. For this workout, we are going to be doing 20 seconds each for each one workout, and then we take 10 seconds rest and repeat that workout one more time. We're starting with the runner's march. This workout duration is 4 minutes. We take interval of 20 seconds and then 10 seconds rest. This is the runner's march. Take your 10 seconds rest. Now let's repeat it the second time. Runner's march, guys. Hope you're enjoying these workouts. Feel free to leave exactly how you feel in the comment section. Take your rest. You do a jumping jacks, you sprint run, and you repeat the same process again for 20 seconds. Take your rest, 10 seconds. Now we are going to repeat it again. Jumping jacks, sprint run. take your rest. Now we are halfway all through the exercise. Now we are switching over to the third one, which is the alternating toe touches. This exercise targets the abdomen, more of the lower ab, although it engages the oblique, middle ab and upper ab, and also hits a little bit in the lower back and in the inner thighs. Take your rest, guys. Now let's repeat it one more time. Alternating toe touches. Now take your rest. We are going to be switching to the final exercise for the day before the cool down, and it is the high run. Try as much as possible to raise your knee to your waist level, but no matter what you do, don't overstress yourself. Make sure you do within your limits, but try to challenge yourself to exceed your limit. We have the last 20 seconds waiting for us. The exercises are not meant to be easy. If they were easy, everybody will be doing it. So you are doing great no matter how you are doing yours. Feel free to move your body the way your body permits you to. You must not do it excellent well. So that's it, guys. Take your break. We are going to be doing the cool down stretches to gradually calm the heart rate down. Starting with the boxer shuffle, favorite for this program. And then we'll be switching over to the second cool down stretch, the torso circles. We had a little engagement with our abdominal region, so torso circle is needed to cool down the body. And then finally we are going to be moving over to the last cool down and stretch, which is the jog in place. This one naturally brings down the heart rate, brings down the temperature. Few seconds more. Welcome back, guys. Hope the workout today was fun. Okay, I just pretended as if I had your response, and what I had was yeah everywhere. So today I want to give you another tip that will help you in this program. So the tip has to do with cleaning up your cupboards and fridge, and then stocking up with good fat burning superfoods. So what I mean by that is in this program we are trying to be all natural, at least to 90%. We are trying to take unprocessed stuff and be healthy in our diet to at least 80 to 90%. So One of the things I encourage you to do today is to clean out all those junks in your fridge, the junk in your cupboard, the junk in your kitchen. If you stay alone, it's easier, clean everything up. If you don't stay alone, probably clean yours. Maybe others will bring theirs, but just clean yours. That's a step to success. Clean yours and then stock up with superfoods. In the fitness journal, I have a place where I made provision of where you can write down the superfoods you need to buy, healthy meals, and then the price ranges. It helps in budgeting actually. So I want you today to clean up the junks in the house. Probably tomorrow we'll talk about how to leave these junks and trigger our subconscious to forget anything about junks. But for now, all I just want you to do is get rid of all of them in your house and then replace them with high quality, fat burning, healthy, unprocessed products. Today also, the challenge for today is for you to 5,000 steps. That's for week 1. I believe you shared that for yesterday. If you didn't, just share what you got. It must not be 5,000. Even if you got 100, 200, 300, 1,000, screenshots and share in the group. Today is a new day, so the new challenge for today is 5,000 steps. It's for your own good, guys, and I believe you can do this. Everybody can do this. Just reduce your car time, your sitting time. Let's say you can park your car somewhere away from where you work and then trek down to the office, and when you are done you trek back to your car before you go. Just do something that will make you trek. It's part of the program, guys. 5,000 steps today. But at the end of the day, if you don't get up to the 5,000, no problem, feel free and share it. But remember, the challenge is 5,000, guys. Make sure you show up tomorrow morning. See you on day 3. What's good, guys? Welcome to day 3. Can you see it? I'm wearing my own M3 bracelet for tracking. Well, I don't know why I'm really excited this morning. Maybe probably I slept well last night. And you know how this thing can track your sleep? That's by the way anyway. Today is day 3 and we are still in level 1. Please, how are you doing? Hope you are doing great. Are you still feeling those pains? Calm down. Today is day 3. It will subside at the end of today. Trust me. That's an assurance that I'm giving to you. So today we are still in the week 1. Our workouts are still in the level 1 basis. That's the starter basis. So today we are going to be doing the workouts, and at the end of the workouts I give you tips for the day and also the challenge, the tracking challenge for the day. So without wasting our time, let's head over to the workout. Okay guys, for today we are going to be doing kind of a full body workout, but we're going to be targeting the leg, the abdomen, cardio, and other parts. So we are starting with the warm-up exercise, the boxer shuffle as usual for 30 seconds. Then we'll switch to the second one. We're going to be doing 30 seconds on 3 different warm-up exercises before we switch over to the main exercise of the day. So in a few seconds time we are going to be done with the boxer shuffle, and then we switch over to the second. The butt kickers. This time around you are raising your feet a little bit higher, trying to kick your butt. And in a few seconds time we'll be switching over to the last warm-up exercise. Remember, we are still in week 1 level 1. Everything seems easier this week. This is skipping calf jumps. Let's engage our calf a little bit. So this week is the easiest so far. We are working on what's called a progressive overload. We'll start easy, and then gradually as the week goes by we increase the intensity of everything we are doing. So take your break. If you have water, this is the best time to take it before the main exercise. I always recommend you have a bottle of water nearby. We have less than 15 seconds to start the main exercise. So we'll be starting the exercise with the calf, half squats, calf raise. We are targeting the calf, the leg, and the glutes, the hip, all at once. That's the lower portion of the body for 20 seconds. Now take 10 seconds rest. Now let's go. We are repeating it one more time. Do a half squat, then you raise your calf. Try as much as possible to balance yourself. Now take your rest. We are going to be switching over next to the second exercise. The second one is a curtsy lunge and jump. You do a curtsy lunge, you jump. You must not be doing it as intense as I'm doing mine. It's a gradual process. You can start with how your body allows you, and then gradually you progress. Lunge, jump. Now take your rest, take your rest. Let's work a little on the abdomen. Now we are going to be doing ab pulling Russian twists. The pulling works more on the lower ab, the Russian twist works more on the obliques. But in all, both of them take your rest. Yes, I know it's a bit challenging, but you are better than these guys, and it's not meant to be easy. Let's start again. These workouts are not meant to be easy, they're meant to be challenging, especially the first week that you are just starting. But overall, you are doing great, guys. Take your break. Take your rest. Now we are going to be switching over to the last workout for the day before. This is the forward backward lunges. You place one foot on the ground, make sure it's stable. You lunge forward, you lunge backward for 20 seconds. Now take your rest. We are going to be switching over to the other feet to balance the whole equation. You place the alternating feet on the floor, then you lunge the other one, front and back. Try to maintain balance. Even if your balance is shaking, it's understandable. This is the first week. So that's it, guys. The next we are going to be moving over to the cool. So we are starting with the boxer shuffle to calm our nerves, to stretch, to cool down. And in less than 15 seconds, we'll be switching over to the second cool down and stretch. We are doing the torso circles. Remember, we did something for the abs, so we need to work on our torso to calm down as well. And then finally, we are doing the cobra pose, just to maintain stability around the torso, the hip, and the lower back. Just put them down because we are engaged during the workout. So I have less than 5 seconds, guys. You did great. Welcome back, guys, from the workout. How was it? Chill. From tomorrow you get used to some of these things. You understand? Tomorrow is day 4, today is day 3. Remember, I promised you on day 1. I promised you in day 1 that by day 3 you start feeling free from some of these things. So that will be from tomorrow. So yesterday, the tip for yesterday was all about cleaning out your fridge and cupboard and then stocking it with superfoods. Now today I want to talk about how to get rid of junks, as in how to trigger your subconscious to leave junks aside. You know, there are times you just be watching movie, being idle, or probably doing something, and you get these triggers, like someone is sitting on your shoulder and whispering to your ears, hey, na me oh, na junk your guy, go fridge, go collect me chop. So it happens to all of us anyway, even it happens to me a lot, but I try my possible best to do. So I want to share with you exactly the same thing, the tip that I do to shift these things aside. And the tip number 1 is, anytime that is your meal time, make sure you eat enough. When I mean enough, you know we are following a particular portion control from the guidebook, and I'll be talking about portion control tomorrow anyway. Take your portion control. Make sure you stack your meal with enough vegetables. Vegetables help you make sure you don't feel hungry, you don't feel filled, but you don't feel hungry for the junks. And the second thing you need to do is to make sure there is always protein in all your meals. And also make sure that each of your meals have fiber. Eat more fibers. Now it must not be each of your meals, but eat more fibers. Fibers make us to feel like we're not hungry. Like fibers, example of fibers are ofada rice, we have the quicker oats. There are beans, there are a lot of them. So make sure you take more fibers. And then finally, if you are stressed, abeg, rest. Make sure not to stress yourself too much, because one of the major triggers of junks and craving is stress. So that's it today, guys. Make sure you eat enough. Maybe your portion control is small, then you have to bulk it up with vegetable. Make sure there is protein in each of your meal. Eat fibers and try to reduce your stress, guys. So today our challenge for steps is still 5,000. Make sure to share your screenshots at the end of the day in the Facebook group. That's it for today, guys. See you tomorrow on day 4. Welcome, guys, to day 4. Today is the 4th day of the 30 days online group coaching. Today we are going to be doing the usual. We are still in week 1 and level 1 in the exercise. Today our exercise is going to target mainly the legs and the lower abdomen. So I have a tip for you after the exercise, but without wasting any of our time, let's head over to the exercises. Welcome, guys, to day 4 of the program. We are still in level 1, and today we are going to be working on majorly on the legs, the thighs and the hip. So our warm-up exercises, we are starting with the dynamic lunges. We are going to be lunging like this for 30 seconds, and in between we'll change the leg so that we'll kind of balance the whole stuff. So switch over to the next leg and also do a dynamic lunge. Next, we are moving over to the second warm-up exercise, the half squats. This is to get our hip, our lower part of the body ready for today's workout exercise. And then finally we are switching over to the third warm-up exercise, which is the lazy high knee. It's still a different variation of high knee, but this time it's a lazy variation. You just raise your knee, but you are not raising it up to the waist level. And we are doing it for 30 seconds. 10 more seconds to go. Hope you are well prepared for today. So guys, you can grab your little water if you need to right now, because we are going to be switching over to the workout proper in 15 seconds time. Starting with the squat hold, get down to the squat position in form of you're sitting on the air, and you hold yourself that way. In this way, it targets your inner thighs, targets your hip, your glutes and your calf. Take your rest. This is a bit challenging. It looks easy but challenging. And remember, we are still in level 1, doing 20 seconds intense workout followed by 10 seconds rest. So let's get back. Squat hold. I have 10 more seconds to hold the squat. Stretch your leg, take the rest, 10 seconds off. Now we are going to be switching to the next exercise for the leg, and this is the side leg lift. Just make sure you are balanced with one of your leg and then move the other one to the side. Raise it as much as your body can carry. Now take your rest. After the rest, we are going to be switching to the next leg so that we balance the whole leg exercise. A little to the right, a little to the left, guys. Yeah, side leg lift. Now take your rest. We are going to be switching to the next exercise. This one happens to be the forward leg lift. We've done one for the side, we are doing one for the left. Now if you observe, this workout seems not to be that extreme, intense or hard, so to say. It may be hard for you, but consider this as the first week, getting your body primed for weeks ahead. Take your rest, take your rest. After the rest, now we are going to be switching the leg. Now let's go. Change the leg. You are doing well, guys. We have one more exercise after this to go. The final one is a lunge and kick back. You lunge, you stretch your leg and kick back. Try not to curve your leg. With this, you get to notice the leg that you feel stronger on. We all have our weaknesses actually. Take your rest. Now we are going to be switching to the other leg. When you lunge, you stand and stretch your leg back like a kickback. Try not to curve your leg while stretching it back. If you curve, no problem. I do curve here too. It happens, especially on my weaker legs. So I have a few more seconds to go. Less than 3 seconds. Take your rest, take your rest. Now you have qualified for the cool down and stretch. So we are going to be stretching the inner thighs for 30 seconds. And then we switch over to the other leg to balance the whole equation. Now switch the leg. We are stretching our inner thighs. Few more seconds. And this is our regular boxer shuffle. So shuffle, 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 shuffle. did great, guys. See you tomorrow on the 5. Welcome back, guys. Hope you had fun with today's workout targeting the legs. Now let me give you a little disclaimer. By tomorrow morning you are going to feel a little pains around your leg region because we did something for the leg and it's effective. So by the 5th and the 6th day the pains will subside by itself. Remember not to take any pain medication. For the tip today's tip is actually a nutrition tip, and I want to emphasize more on the portion control. Now there are various parts of our body that we can use as parameters to measure some certain things. Like for instance, when you buy a new trouser and you don't want to wear it there to sample it there, at times you use your neck, the Nigerian way, and most times when it goes round it actually fits. And if you want to measure your height, most times you can just measure from your tip, the tip of your finger here to the tip of the finger here. That's, you keep your hands this way. Measure from this tip to this tip. When you check it, most times it aligns with the same height when you stand up from your head to the toe. So today we are going to still use the same kind of principle using our hand to measure our meal. That's portion control. There are various ways to do portion control actually. You can use a measuring scale to measure your food. You place the plate, subtract the weight of the plate. That's, you place the plate, measure the plate, empty plate, know the weight of the empty plate before you place the meal, and then measure. When you measure the two together, it's a new way. Then you subtract the weight of the plate. That will give you the portion control using a scale. That's cumbersome, guys. So the best thing to do is to use your fist, use your hand. That's using some part of your body to actually do the same thing. So today we are going to be measuring, if you're for your carbohydrates, it should be the size of your fist, carbohydrates. So what are your carbohydrates? If you check the guidebook, I gave some examples of carbohydrates. For the protein, it should be the size of your palm, excluding the fingers, just the palm. In the guidebook, I gave samples of protein. For your snacks, it should also be the size of your palm, excluding the fingers. In the guidebook, there are examples of snacks. And finally, for your fats and oil, should be the size of your thumb, guys. So that's it for today's tip. It's on nutrition actually. Now for the challenge of the day. 5,000 steps. Track your steps today, guys. I will keep emphasizing on this because next week we are increasing this to 10,000. So for this week, 5,000 steps, guys. So that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Welcome, guys, to day 5 of the 30 days online group coaching. Today we are going to be doing the usual, do the workouts. I give you tip for the day and also challenge you, a group challenge. And if you feel like you have any question, feel free to share it in the group. The group is meant to support you. If not, I should be sending you this privately. But the group is here to, let's move ourselves as a group, as a community. It makes some of these things easier and better and faster. So today we are going to be doing the regular workouts, level 1 workout. And the good news is that there's no workout tomorrow and there's no workout next tomorrow. That's tomorrow being day 6 and day 7, there's no workout. I want you to use those days to rest your body. But I'll give you more tips on that later. So today we are going to be doing workouts that are majorly focusing on the arm, for the flabby arms, for the bicep. You understand? So without wasting any of our time, let's head over to the workout. Okay, we'll be starting the workouts with the elbow push back for the warm-up exercises. The elbow push back. We'll do it for 30 seconds. And then we'll proceed to the next one. Now we are switching over to the boxer shuffle. Let's get the heart rate pumping. In 3 seconds time, we'll be switching over to the last warm-up exercise. The lazy high knee. It's still another variation of high knee, but this time around we are not really raising our knees so high to the waist level. We do this for 30 seconds. And then we take our rest. Grab your drink of water if you need to. Any moment from now, we are moving over to the workout proper. So today our major target happens to be the arm. So we'll get rid of the flabby arms. The hip dip. That is the exercise for today. And you know we are in week 1, level 1. So we are doing it for 20 seconds, taking 10 seconds rest, and then repeating it again for another 20 seconds. Take a rest, 10 seconds rest, you can flip your arms. Now get back in position and let's start. Hope you're enjoying this workout so far. I had fun creating it for you. Now we are taking another rest. We are going to be switching to the next workout. And the next one is the press down knee push-up. So you press down and then you push up. Change to a push-up position. This is a modified push-up position, so you can leave your knee on the floor while doing this for support. If you want it to be a little bit harder, you remove your knee from the floor, so it will be full-time push-up. Let's get back. Press down, push up. Press down, push up. Let's take the break. Now we are going to be switching over to the third exercise for today. This one is a little cardio. It's called crisscrosses. So you cross your arms and cross your legs and try to alternate them each time. Now take your rest. 10 seconds is enough for level 1. Then let's repeat it one more time. Crisscross, guys. You're doing great. Remember to jump how your body can carry. With time you get used to some of these exercises. So now we are switching over to the fourth and the final exercise, which is the close in and out. This one actually targets the arm, the shoulder, the belly and the leg. So this is a compact exercise targeting different regions of the body. It can be done as cardio. Now we're going to be taking a little rest, 10 seconds rest, and then we'll go back to the closing out. One more time. We are 15 seconds away from the end of this workout. I know, right? Two, one. It's alright. You did great, guys. You did great. Now we'll rest a little for 10 seconds and then we'll start the cool down and stretch, starting with the boxer shuffle. We are using this to cool down our heart rate. We are using it to cool down the temperature. We are using it to turn down the beat, to prevent injuries and exertion headaches. So after 30 seconds, we switch over to the second cool down and stretch exercise. Now let's switch over to the torso circles. I really love this particular cool down so much. I don't know about you, but with time you get to know why. Because this cools my system extremely down. Then finally we'll be switching over to the last cool down and stretch, guys. Is the shoulder circle. You know, we worked on the shoulder and the arm majorly today, so we need to do something to cool it down as well. We are a few seconds away from the end of the exercise. You did well, guys. You did well. Today is day 5, the end of Welcome back, guys. How was the workout? A little disclaimer, your arm go hear am for day 6 and day 7, but before day 8, when we resume our workouts again, you are going to feel all right. Okay, so today the tip I want to give you today is on nutrition, and this has to do with drinking water. The best beverage, the best drink for weight loss is water. Maybe if you want to spice it up, you can put lime or put some of these fruits inside it. Cucumber, watermelon, orange, squeeze them inside. So today, the water, how do water help in weight loss? Number one, water helps suppress appetite. Water helps flush fat and other waste byproducts. Water helps improve metabolism. So water has a lot of role to play. Even water even help you lose weight, but although that particular weight is kind of negligible, but overall what water does is okay. Like drinking water, when the water gets into the body, by science, naturally our body temperatures is 37 degrees. So any water that enters your body will first of all convert to 37 degrees centigrade. So that's calorie being used to do that anyway. But the weight loss from drinking cold water or water regularly is negligible. But when you compare it to everything that water does in the body, it's nice for weight loss. And also when you start losing the weight, you need water to help you look fresh. So what amount of water should you take for effective weight loss? Now we have different cup sizes. I don't know the type you have at home, but using this normal sachet pure water, I think about 6 to 10 a day is okay. So that's it, guys, for the nutrition tips. For the challenge for the day, we have 5,000 steps. make sure you take a screenshot before the end of the day or in the night, and then share in the group. And then finally, tomorrow we are not going to be working out. Tomorrow we are not going to be working out. You are going to be resting for day 6 and day 7. That's how the program is structured. Work 5 days, work out 5 days, rest for 2 days. But for tomorrow, I want you to adhere to your diet rules, and also this is necessary tomorrow and next. Make sure you do your 5 steps, guys. I'm going to really miss you guys, but we'll be chatting in the group. But I mean, I'm going to miss you guys seeing my face like this till day 8. But in the group, we are going to be active, we are going to be chatting. And remember tomorrow, remember tomorrow being Saturday, we are going to be having a live Facebook group live question and answer. So if you have any question, feel free to bring it up to the group during the live question and answer, and I'll answer. Probably others will contribute to, so we'll know how best it will work better for you. So that's it, guys. Make sure you do this, and then see you tomorrow on the Facebook group live question and answer session. Welcome back, guys, to the second week, day 8 of this program. I really want to appreciate you for still being resilient and still sticking with me till the second week. Do you know how many people that give up in a weight loss program like this in week 1? But you are not that person. So this week today I'm going to be sharing with you how to effectively use this program, because I noticed from many people's questions they still don't understand how to effectively use this program. But before then, we are going to be doing the workout for the day, and for this day being the second week, we have progressed from level 1. Now we are in level 2. So what you should expect in the workout is the intensity is going to be 25 seconds followed by 5 seconds rest for a workout duration of 6 minutes. Remember, we are going to be doing 1 minute 30 seconds warm-up exercise, and also 1 minute 30 seconds warm-up exercise at the end of the workout. So let's get on with the workout, and today's workout is going to be back and cardio. So let's get rid of the back fats when you're done, so people won't be seeing those lines behind you. That's it, guys. See you after the workout. Welcome to day 8, week 2, and level 2 in the workout. In this workout, you're going to be doing 25 seconds of interval followed by 5 seconds rest for a workout duration of 6 minutes. But we'll be doing our warm-up and cool-down stretches at the end. So for the warm-up, we are starting with the cat and camel. We'll be doing it for 30 seconds. There will be 3 warm-ups. We'll be doing each for 30 seconds. This is the cat and camel. Now we are switching over to the bed dog. We'll do this for 30 seconds as well. Before we switch over to the last warm-up exercise. Which is the boxer shuffle. Now in today's workout, we are going to be targeting the back, but we'll be mixing it up with cardio, so that when we agitate the back fat, we use cardio to wipe it off. Now take your rest, grab your water if you need to. I recommend you do. Get down to the position of the workout. We are about to start the first back workout, and this is the seal push-up. It's actually a push-up position, but you leave your legs on the floor. If you can leave your waist on the floor as well and move only your back and torso, better. But if you can't, just make sure your knee is on the floor. Now we are doing the mountain climber. Take your rest. Now we are switching over to the next one, which is the pulse rows. If you take a very good notice, you will know that our rest period now is just 5 seconds, just enough time for you to switch to the next workout. So this is the pulse rows. Take your rest. The next is the burpee. Come down like push up, and then you jump up. You go get up and jump up, and then you repeat it again till the interval is done. Take your rest. We are going to be switching to the next back exercise, and it is the reverse snow angel. You're just lying flat with your belly. Take your rest. This is the half one. You stand up and you gradually take yourself down. Take your rest. Now we are halfway in the workout. We are starting afresh with the seal push-up. Take your rest. We are moving over to the mountain climbers. This week is a bit more challenging than the previous week because we hyped the intensity and we reduced the rest period and also reduced the duration of the workout, because by now you should be used to this. Take your rest. Now we are going to the next one, which is the pulse rows. You are doing great, guys. You are capable of doing this, so keep pushing. Take your rest. Now we are switching over to the burpees. your rest. The next is the reverse no angels. Take your rest. The next is the half one. You're almost done with the workout, guys. You are doing really good. Now we are going to move over to the cool down and stretch. I want you to feel free, especially on your back, because your back is going to be on fire. We're starting with the boxer shuffle for the cool down and stretch, one of the favorites for this program. Now go to the glute hip thrust. This is good to relax the lower back. And then finally, we are doing the cat and camel. It's good for the lower back and the upper back. You did great, guys. You did great. Just a few more seconds to go. Welcome back, guys. How is your back? I hope you are feeling the gains right now. Just give it time, give yourself patience, and be consistent. Your body will reward you. So today, how to effectively use the program. In the group, I shared the link to download various materials in the group. So the program, I shared 4 different links. One of them is the guidebook for the program that contains where you see everything about the portion control. The other one is the meal plan for week 1, but this is week 2, so I believe by now you must have gotten the meal plan for week 2. The third one is the smoothie guide, 7-day smoothie guide, and then the fourth one is the fitness journal. So now, the meal plan, in each day I made sure I listed 5 different things for you to eat. Now I want you to eat 5 times a day. I have my reasons, because some of you are new to this lifestyle of eating with portion control, so you tend to feel hungry. So for that reason, there is a snacks that comes in between breakfast and lunch, and there's a snacks in between lunch and dinner. And also I made sure that you understand this 5 meal, you have to space your meal evenly. So let's say you take your breakfast by 7 a.m. You give it like you give yourself 3 hours before you take the snacks. That's the 3 hours from 7 a.m. is 10 a.m. You take the snacks, which probably is nuts or something healthy like fruits. You understand? You take the snacks. 3 hours later, which is 1 p.m. you take the lunch. 3 hours later, which is 4 p.m. you take the snacks, and then finally 3 hours later, which is 7 p.m. you take the dinner and shut down the belly for the night. You understand? So make sure you take these meals. constantly, and most importantly, don't skip meal. So for that reason, tomorrow I'll be sharing with you why you shouldn't skip meal. Why if you skip meal, you tend to gain more weight. And finally for today, we have a challenge, and we are in week 2, level 2. So for that reason, our challenge has changed with the walk and step challenge. So today, for this week, we are going to be doing nothing less than 10,000 steps per day. So today I expect you to do 10,000 steps, and at the end of the day, you share it with all of us in the group. I believe you can do this, guys. Can you imagine last week, 7 days last week, I did nothing less than 5,000 steps a day. So last week I did like 35,000 steps. Don't bother yourself when this weight loss is working for the other person and it's not working for you. There are extra miles these guys are going, so you have to go yours. This week is 10,000, guys, and I believe you can do this. See you tomorrow. Welcome back, guys, to day 9 of the 30 days online group coaching program. Today I'm going to be telling you why when you skip meal you tend to gain more weight. But before then, we are going to be doing our level 2 workout, and today's workout is centered on the belly. We are going to be targeting the 4 different muscle groups of the belly: the upper, the middle, the lower, and then the obliques. So let's get rid of this belly fat, guys. So see you after the workout. For this workout, we are going to be doing our regular 25 seconds interval followed by 5 seconds rest, enough time for you to switch to the next workout, for a workout duration of 6 minutes. But we'll first of all do 1 minute 30 seconds warm-up exercise and 1 minute 30 seconds cool down and stretch. So for our first warm-up exercise, this is side to side jumps. And in a few seconds time, we'll be switching over to the second warm-up exercise, which is the jump in a spot. Today's exercise is going to totally be targeting the belly, the different muscles of the belly, the upper, the middle, the lower, and the obliques. Then we'll clear it up with few cardio. So in a few seconds time, we'll be switching over to the last warm-up exercise, which is the torso turn. Let's turn the torso to engage the abdominal muscles, signaling them that something is about to happen. You're going to have fun today, trust me. Now take your rest, grab your water, get down to your workout position, and then we are going to be starting with exercises targeting the upper abs. And this first one here is in 90 degrees sit up to toes. So you raise your leg and then you try your possible best to sit up to touch your
Take your rest. Now we are switching to the second one, which is a sky touches. It's still an exercise targeting the upper arm. Take your rest. Then the third one is the plank. The plank is a compound exercise. It targets various parts of the body: the shoulder, the arm, the back, the chest, the thighs. But for this purpose, we are making use of it for the upper arm. Take your rest. Now we are switching over to the obliques, starting with the toe reach. Now these exercises are targeting the love handle regions, the flag on the belly. This is one of the exercises we are targeting. You touch your toe with your alternating hand. Take your rest. Now the next one is the bikes. Try to touch your elbow to the alternating knee while doing this. But make sure to do it exactly how your body can carry. If you need any rest, make sure you take in between. You are human, so we ought to rest once in a while. Take your rest. But while taking rest other than the normal rest time in this workout, try to limit taking too much. Now this one targets the oblique as well. It's called the elevated penguins. Take your rest, take your rest. Now we are switching to another exercise. This one is targeting the middle abs. This is called a robot. You can see me doing these workouts in real time and you see me struggle doing them. So if you struggle doing them, don't be annoyed. It's part of the workout. It's not meant to be easy. If it was, everyone will be doing it. Now we are switching over to the next one called the suitcases. You are doing great, guys. Take your rest. Now we are doing the flutter kicks. Raise your leg from the floor and then flutter them. This one targets the lower arm, the lower portion of the stomach. The muscles surrounding the lower portion are engaged with this. Today is all about the belly fat. Take your rest. Now I'll be switching to another one called the 6-inch hold. Just raise your leg above the ground like 6 inches and hold it that way. It also targets the lower arm. I know at this point you might be feeling like quitting, but come on guys, you are. Take your rest. Now we are switching to mountain climber. This is the cardio part of this workout. Mountain climber targets the arm, the thighs, the back, the shoulder. But our interest here is the abdomen. It targets the belly. your rest. Now we are going to be doing the last one for the day, which is the half warms. Stand up and gradually take yourself down. You must not rush this exactly how I'm doing it. Just do it exactly how your body can permit you to. Few more seconds to go, guys. Now grab your drink of water if you need to. We are going to do the cool down stretches to gradually bring down the heart rate and the body temperature to avoid them to stopping abruptly. We are starting with the boxer shuffle, our favorite. And after 30 seconds, we switch to the second one. In this one, try to raise your knees towards your belly. Use your hands to support yourself. And then finally, this is the torso circle, guys. We are going to stop the exercise in few seconds time. Trust me on this, you did marvelously well. We have less than 5 seconds to go.
Welcome back, guys. How is your belly, guys? Hope you are feeling it right now. So today I'm going to be sharing with you why if you skip meal you tend to gain more fat. That's why you don't really need to skip meal in a program like this. Now I know that many people are busy, so to say. They don't even have time to take at least breakfast in the morning. So you see some people taking their dinner by 8 p.m. the previous day and then rush to work the next morning and find time around 12 p.m. to take their first meal of the day. So today I'm going to be sharing some stuff with you, but I normally do use this question to illustrate these things to people to make them understand. So the question goes like this: assuming you make, let's say, 50,000 naira every single day, that's if you're a Nigerian, but if you're not a Nigerian, depending on your own currency. So let's just say, assuming you make 50k per day, once you just wake up any day, whether you go out to hustle, whether you go to work or not, you are sure that by the end of the day, 50,000 is hitting your account. How will your spending life be like when compared to you go to work every day, you hustle daily from morning till night, but at the end of the month, you make 100,000. So compare. But from answers I've been getting from different people, they say when they make 50k per day and they are certain that this 50k keeps coming, their spending life will increase. But when they only make 100k per month and they must sweat and hustle to make this 100k, they tend to be conservative. That means they will try their possible best to save more than spending when compared to making 50k daily. So that's exactly how it works in the body. When the body is constantly seeing food, when the body knows that food is not our problem, then the body has no reason whatsoever to stop. It will be using the meal immediately you are bringing it in, provided that you follow a portion control, and also you make sure that you stack your meals with the various nutrients that we have. Make sure you don't eat carbs alone. Eat carbs with protein or carbs with fat. So when you tend not to be eating more, you are sending the wrong signal to the body. And when the body pays this signal, the body tends to say, oh, I'm not sure when the next meal will come, so we better store this one. So that's how the body works. When you skip meal, you are messing up your metabolism, you are sending the wrong signal to the body, which is a starvation signal. Once the body gets this starvation signal, it enters starvation mode. Starvation mode is a mode that is just kind of say a defense mechanism. We are not sure this meal is coming next time, so anytime we see this food, let's store the one we saw. So that's how it works, guys. Make sure you don't skip meal. Many fat people I know are not really overeaters, but the problem is that they skip meal. I used to be a fat person myself, although we have overeating fat people. Yes, guys, but your own case is a different case because you are doing this program, and I believe you can make this. Today's challenge is 10,000 steps. Make sure you take your 10,000 steps before the end of the day, and feel free to share it with the group in the night, in the evening, or anytime you just hit your 10,000 steps, you screenshot it and send to the group. It motivates someone, and also it is vital for your fat loss. So guys, that's it for today. See you tomorrow on day 10. Welcome back, guys, to day 10 of the 30 days online group coaching program. Hope you are doing great. Good morning anyway, because I know you should be watching this in the morning hours. Last week while I was doing my regular rounds of checking on all the participants individually, one of them complained that she wasn't sleeping well, and you see, that's going to mess up our program. So we left weight loss aside and we decided to tackle the sleeping deficiency so as to get her lifestyle back in check. So today, for that reason, I'm going to be sharing with you why you need to sleep well and the effectiveness of sleep to weight loss. But before then, we are going to be doing our workout, and today's workout is going to be targeting the lower portion of the body: the hip, the glutes, the thighs, the leg, and the calf. So guys, it's a level 2 workout. 25 seconds intensity followed by 5 seconds of rest for a workout duration of 6 minutes plus our warm-up exercise and our cool down and stretch. So let's get over to the workout.
Okay, welcome to another good workout session. Today we are going to be targeting the legs, the hips and the thighs. Then we'll finish it up with cardio. Starting with the warm-up exercise, we are doing the dynamic lunges. We lunge for 30 seconds, doing a little time on this leg, and then we'll switch to the other leg within the same 30 seconds. We switch. For the next warm-up exercise, we'll do the squats. You must not be perfect doing this, just squat as much as your body can permit. For 30 seconds. Then finally, boxer shuffle to gradually raise the heart rate. grab your water if you need to. Now the workout is going to be for 6 minutes duration. You're going to be doing 25 seconds of intensity followed by 5 seconds of rest. 5 seconds is just enough for you to switch to the next workout. But in between, if you feel any need to rest, take the rest but sleep. Now we're starting with the curtsy lunges. You lunge. Make sure you touch your hand on your feet. The alternating hand to the alternating feet. You are doing great, guys. Few more seconds for this. Take your rest. Now we are switching to the next one, which is the lunge kickbacks. Now you lunge. You stretch your leg back like kicking. You lunge and stand up with your leg straight. But make sure the one on the floor is firm. Now switch legs. Want to make the leg progress uniform. Take your break, guys. Now we are doing a squat jump. You squat and you jump up. Now if for any reason you can't do this, just do the normal squat. But if you can do this and it's hard, do it too. Do the squat jump, but according take your break. If you are paying closer attention, you notice that you are better off this week than the previous week. So now we are doing the alternating straight leg deadlifts. You just stand and gradually touch the alternating toe while stretching the round. I believe you guys are getting better. Take your break, guys. Take your break. The next one is the leg back to toe. Just keep your leg straight and plumb it. Raise it up and down. Then switch leg. So we'll make all this uniform. Take your rest. The next is the hip thrust. Thrust your hip up. Make sure that your hand and your feet are firm on the ground while doing this. Take your rest. Today I intentionally don't want to repeat workout. So for this one we are doing the fire hydrant. We'll do a little to the right, then we'll do a little to the left. I decided to get a lot of leg exercise options, so we'll do as much as possible since we are doing them once today. Now take your rest. The next is the one leg hip thrust. Just like the hip thrust, but this time around you are raising one leg up and using one to balance. You are doing great, guys. You are doing great. Take your rest. Take your rest. Now we are doing the low cross runs. This is trying to twist like the mountain climber, but this time around you are twisting your knee towards the alternating hand. It's a cardio. Take your rest. This one is the high knees. Take your rest. We have 2 more to go, guys. Let's do the plank jacks. Make sure your hand is firm on the floor, and then you widen and close your legs with a jump. If it's a bit harder for you, you just do it without the jump. Take your rest, and finally the last workout is the frog jumps. It's just like normal Nigerian punishment from the military, but you are not holding your ears this time around. This is for exercise purpose only. If you can't frog jump, you can as well stand up, walk to. Now we are going to switch over to the cool down and stretch, guys. We are done with the workout. Cool down and stretch and warm up exercises are really necessary for any exercise activity. We are starting with the boxer shuffle, our favorite. Switch to the next one. This time around, you bring your knee closer to your belly. Then we do a few torso circles. You did great, guys. You did great.
Welcome back, guys. Hope your leg is feeling the heat right now. So today I'm going to be telling you the effectiveness of sleep, of good and sound sleep for a perfect weight loss. So for weight loss to work, I recommend you take nothing less than 7 hours sleep a day. So now you see, sleep, when you don't sleep well, your body will cook up a nice and a sweeter recipe for weight gain. Now a good sleep is like a complete diet for the brain, and when you don't give the brain the complete diet, it tends to mess up a lot of things happening in the body to at least use the remaining energy for the reasoning center. So for that reason, there is this hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is a defense mechanism hormone. When you don't sleep well, cortisol increases in the body, and when that happens, your body starts storing more fat and you start gaining more weight. When you don't sleep well, your metabolism is fucked up, and when that happens, your metabolism reduces its activity or shuts down, so that the brain will use the remaining energy for its own activity. And when the metabolism stops down, you see that everything you ate becomes messed up. So for that reason, you start storing more fat. When you don't sleep well, the insulin activity of the pancreas disrupts. Remember, the insulin, its activity is to convert sugar and starch to glucose and then release it to bloodstream for the bodily function. But when you don't sleep well, the insulin don't do its work well, so you tend to store more of what you eat as fat. So guys, you need sleep. You need to sleep at least 7 hours. So for that reason, I want to give you a few tips that I shared with these participants that help her increase her sleeping habits. And number one is You need to abstain from taking alcohol towards the night hours. I know drinking in this part of the world is like something regular in the night hours. So, but when you take alcohol in the night, it tends to knock you off and you sleep off. But to many people, they think that you're sleeping, but that's not a healthy sleep. That's a disrupted sleep. That's why when you wake up in the morning, you start feeling headache because you didn't sleep well. You are just unconscious. So make sure not to take alcohol towards the evening hours. Number 2 is darkness. There is this hormone called melatonin, and it's more effective in the night, especially in a darker environment. So when you want to sleep well, make sure that you are sleeping in a dark room. Just off the light and sleep. It helps you to sleep well. Then number 3 is the temperature. Wrong temperature at any moment in time disrupts your sleeping pattern. I don't know which temperature is really good for you because of individual differences. So this one is now left for you to know the temperature that allows you to sleep well and then adjust accordingly. And then number 4, which affects virtually all of us, is phone. Reduce your phone time in the night hours, because when you are still on your phone, certainly something else will pop up, something else that is more interesting will pop up to make sure, and you feel like, okay, let me just check this one, this is the last one, this is the last one. Before you know what's happening, another interesting thing will pop up, and before you know, the nights have already been spent. You'll be getting yourself around early part of the morning, you are still yet to sleep. So in the night, make sure you reduce your phone time. And another thing is mind clearing. Most times when I lie down on my bed to sleep, that's the time I start thinking about how the day went. That's the time I start thinking about my plans, the ones that are working and the ones that are not working. See guys, these thoughts can keep you awake for who knows how long. So for that reason, I normally do what we call mind clearing. Before I sleep and these thoughts come to my head, I just bring my paper and pen, write down the thoughts, and then the next day I do them as my to-do list. That's how one of the ways to create your to-do list. Remove them from your head at night and then do them the next morning. And then finally, what you eat at night matters, guys. If you eat heavy, it affects your sleeping pattern. It might even make you not to feel like sleeping. But when you eat something light, you sleep well. So guys, for today, our walking stroke step challenge remains 10,000. Make sure you take your 10,000 steps and share it with the group before the day runs out. That's it guys. See you tomorrow on day 11. Welcome back guys to day 11 of the 30 days online group coaching program. Guy, I really appreciate you staying this long. You know, this is the second week, day 11, and you're still here with me. That means you're serious, you actually know what you want. So today I'm going to be sharing with you what to do when you actually break your weight loss journey. But before then, we are going to be doing our level 2 workout for today, and today's workout is going to be targeting the arms. Do you have flabby arms? We are going to be hitting that today. If you want to turn up your arm, we are going to be doing that today. So guys, let's head over to the workout, and at the end of the workout, we'll come back for the tip and for the challenge of the day. Let's head over to the workout.
Yeah guys, today we are going to be focusing on the arm to get rid of flabby arms and to tone up the arm. So with the workout, the workout style is the warm-up exercises. This is the arm circles. You do the arm circles, but this time around you're moving it forward. that for 30 seconds. And then we also do arm circles, but this time around we are taking it back. We are just going to be doing only 2 of them for the warm-up exercise. Since today we are focusing only on the arm. Arm fat must go. Now grab your drink of water if you need to. I recommend you do anyway. For this workout, we are going to be doing 25 seconds intensity followed by 5 seconds rest for a workout duration, arm workout duration of 6 minutes. It's going to be intense, guys. So for the first one, we are doing the tricep dips. Make sure your hand is firmly placed on the ground and then you do the dip. This targets the tricep very well. The tricep is also where we have the flabby arms located, and it helps tone up the bicep. Take your rest. Now we are doing it the second time to complete the circuit. Take your rest. The next one is the walk down push up. So you walk down, you do a push up, you walk up, then you walk down again. Do it for 30, 25 seconds. Take your rest, take your rest. We are going to be repeating it right now. Let's go. I know by now you should be feeling it on your arm, but we still have about 3 more exercises to go. Three more exercises with their accompanying repetition. Take your rest, guys. Now we are going to be switching to the next one. This is the reverse plank hold. Get down to the hip dip position, but this time around you are straightening your legs. You are not doing any dip this time around, you are just holding it that way. Take your rest. Yeah, we'll resume again. Now take your rest. We are going to the next one. This is the push up and hover. Push up hold, stay in the push up position, bring yourself down to angle 90, and then you hover laterally to the side. If you have any need to rest, take your rest. We are going to be repeating this one more time. I know your arms are feeling it right now, but you are doing great, guys. Make sure your hand is at angle 90 and then you hover to the sides. If you need any rest in between, you take it, but try to limit taking excess rest. Take your rest. Now we'll be switching over to the rocking push-up. do the push-up, you extend yourself backward and you repeat it again for 25 seconds. Now take your rest. We are going to be repeating this one more time. You are doing great, guys. We have one more exercise to go after this. Take your rest. Now for the last one, we are going to be doing one arm push-up. So for the next 25 seconds, we are doing it in one arm, and after the 25 seconds, we switch over to the next arm to balance everything. Now we are switching over to the other arm. You are doing great, guys. I know by now you want to give up, but no pain, no gain. If it was easy, everyone is meant to be doing it. So it's not easy, guys. We have a few more seconds to go before you qualify. Now for the cool down stretches, we are going to be repeating the warm-up exercise for cool down stretch. We are going to be doing the arm circles forward and backward. Let's go. Arm circle forward. This is the last one. Few more seconds to go, guys. We have less than 20 seconds. Less than 15 seconds. Less than 10 seconds. Less than
Welcome back, guys. How is your arm feeling? Today was arms day, guys. I know by now, in fact I don't know how you're feeling right now, because everybody have their own different kind of reacting to stuff, and everybody feels their own separately. So today I want to tell you what to do when you break your weight loss journey. When you fuck up and you know you actually fucked up, what are you going to do? So one of the participants sometime ago, not in this particular program anyway, she messed up, you understand? She went to a party and she overate, she overdrank, she ate everything, all the cookies, all the pizzas and everything. So she abandoned the program anyway. When I contacted her to know how the program was going, she told me she had stopped like a week ago and she will resume next month. I was like, what happened? She said she broke her weight loss journey, so she is going to start afresh. So are you like this? Do you have this mindset? When you fuck up, when you break your weight loss journey, you tend to start afresh. See, if you continue like this, you'll be in an endless loop. You'll be circling around without actually achieving anything. You start because something messed up, you did something, you messed up the journey, you tend to start afresh. No, it doesn't work that way. That's why we are humans. We are meant to fuck up. We are meant to fail, guys. Failure is part of success. So this is what you should do instead. Once you notice that you have messed up your weight loss journey because of one thing or the other, once you notice it, what I want you to do is to get back on track and continue from where you stopped. Continue the program. We are humans, guys. We fail daily. So when you fail, does it mean when you fail you start school afresh? No. You start from where you stopped and keep moving and pressing on. So guys, whenever you feel that you fucked up or you messed up your weight loss journey, don't stop and quit or decide to start afresh. No. Continue from where you stopped. That's how it is done as human. So today, guys, for the day's challenge is still 10,000 steps, guys. I know you are doing great in this, and from the results we see in the group, guys, I'm encouraged. I'm really happy about how these things are going. So today, make sure you take your 10,000 steps. I'll be trying my possible best to do mine from my own angle. It's easy to do this. Maybe you don't have time to walk during the day. You can't really park your car far away and then trek to work. Then make out time in the evening hours. Bring out time in the evening hours and trek. Just call it your walking time. Just bring out a time to walk. And when you walk, most times what I tend to notice about this, it gives me clarity. It gives me time to ponder upon things. Give me time to think and clear my head off. So that's it, guys, for the day. See you tomorrow, Friday, day 12. Do you struggle with overeating during the weekend? I have something for you today. Welcome back, guys, to day 12 of the 30 days online group coaching program. Today I'm going to be telling you how to respect yourself during the weekend. But first of all, we are going to be doing our usual level 2 workout. Now today is Friday, and this is the last exercise for the week, so that you have Saturday and Sunday to yourself to rest the body, because this rest is really necessary. Maybe some other time I will tell you why this rest is necessary for an effective weight loss program. But today, let's head over to the workout. It's a cardio. Hope you are ready for this, because this is going to be the most challenging workout so far. Make sure that the footwear you are wearing is comfortable, because you are going to do a lot of twist jump and the rest of the acrobatics. But if you are not capable of doing some of these things, do it exactly how your body permits you to do. And if you need any rest in between, make sure to take the rest, but try not to take too much, because we always have our rest period in intervals during the workout. So guys, see you after the workout.
Okay, welcome, guys, to the exercise of day 12. This is the last one for this week, and it's going to look kind of brutal. We are starting with the warm-up exercises, the boxer shuffle. Now this is still going to be the same 25 interval followed by 5 seconds rest for warm-up workouts of 6 minutes, but we are going to be doing 1 minute 30 seconds warm-up exercise before we start, which we are doing right now, and then another 1 minute 30 seconds at the end. So switch over to the second warm-up exercise. This one is the squats as much as your body can permit. I believe you are building and you are getting better compared to the first week. Few more seconds, we switch over to the third warm-up exercise. This is a jumping in sports. Now grab your drink of water if you need to. I recommend you do. So for the first cardio exercise here is the twist jump. If you can't jump, you can just walk it up. Take your rest, take your rest. Now we are going to be doing the burpees. You come down to the burpee, you come up and you jump up. You are doing well, guys. Take your rest. I want you to put in all your efforts today because tomorrow you are going to be free. Now for this one, this is the crisscross. You cross your arm and your leg and then you change the direction. Take your rest. Now we do the power jacks. It's a modified form of the jumping jacks, but this time around we are bringing our hip down. So the exercise will target our arms, our belly, our thighs, and the leg. Take your rest. Now we are doing the high knees. If you notice, all these exercises is just pumping your heart, pumping. That was one of the main essence of the warm-up exercise. This is going to be the most challenging so far, but you get used to it because the next week we upgrade. Take your rest, take your rest. We are starting from the beginning, the twist jump. Take your rest. The burpee. Come on guys, you can do this, you can do better than this. The crisscrosses. Take your rest. Now we are doing the power jacks. We're almost getting to the end of the workout, guys. You are doing great. If you feel any need to rest, you take the rest in between and continue. Don't take too much rest. Now take your rest. We are going to start the high knees. At this point, if you are tired and you can't jump up to do the high knees, you can stop the jumping but be raising your leg above. Take your rest. Now we have 2 more exercises to go. We're going to be repeating the twist jump one more time. At this point, I know you can be exhausted, but I encourage you to continue. Just few more seconds to go. You may not be jumping at this time, you will be working it out. You turn without jump, then you squat down, come up, turn again. Without jump, squat down, turn. Take your rest. Finally, this is the last exercise, guys. I want you to put in the remaining energy. The burpee. Yeah guys, you did great. Now we are going to be doing the cool down exercises. Let's go, starting with the boxer shuffle. Doing the lateral step overs. This is good to stretch the back and the inner thighs with the leg also. I know you are exhausted right now, but we have a few more seconds to go, guys. Now we are switching to the last cool down exercise, and this is in torso circle. Few seconds.
Welcome back, guys. Hope you are feeling the gains. It's another weekend. So today I want to know, do you struggle with overeating during the weekend? You are like, today is Friday, I don't try. I've done all my workouts. I've adjusted to the new lifestyle. I'm on point with my diet. But today is Friday, I have to chop life. So on Friday you eat everything, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, you just eat anyhow, you do anyhow. So today I want to encourage you not to, because weekends is the time people mess up their fat loss progress. you're on point from Monday to Friday, Friday night to Sunday night, you mess everything up. It's possible to do all this within the weekend. So guys, today I want to share some certain things with you, and I want you to do it this weekend. This weekend I want you to set boundaries. Tell yourself, I can take small of this, but I won't exceed this boundary. Just say, okay, I want to drink 1 bottle of beer. 1 bottle is 1 bottle, and 1 bottle, that's it for the weekend. Set it as boundary if you are the drinking type and you've been restricting yourself from drinking. We are not trying to do a restriction lifestyle, you understand, but we are trying to practice restraint. Set boundaries, guys. Then number 2, write your clear intentions. I will move 10,000 steps this weekend. I will say no to doing this. I will say no to this when people push these things to me this weekend. And also plan to stop Monday to Friday extreme restriction, guys. I hope you are okay with this. Set boundaries, say no to certain things you know you should say no to, and try to stop extreme restrictions. Instead, restrain yourself from doing certain things to a certain level. So that's it for today. And finally, our challenge for the day remains 10,000 steps today. And for tomorrow and next, Saturday and Sunday, that we are not going to be meeting like this in video, our challenge still remains 10,000 steps each day. So between now and Monday, I expect you to have done 30,000 steps. 10,000 today, 10,000 on Saturday, 10,000 on Sunday. Make out time to do all these things, guys. See you next week.